I can confirm that the LAPD is now treating Michael Jackson's death as a homicide, but let me explain. Basically, involving Dr. Conrad Murray, they now are linking Dr. Murray to the person who is suspected of giving Michael Jackson the strong anesthesia Propofol. Now, I can also tell you that it is going to come out, and there is very much strong evidence that Propofol is the drug that was responsible for the death of Michael Jackson. Now, that being said, obviously, they have not come out with an official report from the coroner, but what we are being told here at TMZ is that there is very powerful evidence, including numerous vials of this very strong anesthesia, which, by the way, should never be used in a home by any doctor outside of a hospital. But those vials, empty and full, IV stands, oxygen tanks, the setup here and the evidence was very clear to them at this point what happened to Michael Jackson and the cause of his death. Now, like I said, it hasn't been officially reported from the coroner's office in LAPD, but that's what's happening right now on the inside. I can also tell you that in the United States, in the state of California, the way the criminal system works is that the LAPD will treat a case, it's called operating theory. What they think has happened, they will go down that path. It still has to go to the district attorney here in the state of California, in Los Angeles, whether or not this becomes a criminal matter, whether or not homicide sounds, like a criminal matter. It still has to go there. I can tell you they have not opened a case yet, but they have had conversations with the LAPD and the coroner's office about Dr. Conrad Murray and this case as a whole, Michael Jackson's death. I'd like to clarify, actually, because a lot of people here, CNN, LA Times, are getting it sort of wrong. Propofol is the generic name. Diprivan is a brand name of Propofol. So Propofol is what was found. By saying Diprivan, it's sort of semantics, but I want to clarify that. Propofol was found at Michael Jackson's house. Now, your question, the answer is, Propofol is an anesthesia. First of all, no one should be using an anesthesia outside of a hospital or some sort of surgery or something with a doctor in that sort of setting at all. And what's interesting is, apparently, we're told Michael Jackson was addicted to anesthesia and receiving that, whether it be for insomnia, for sleep, or for pain. Neither one of those should ever be a cause that you would use anesthesia. It is never used like that. It is not that common to be addicted to something like anesthesia or Propofol, but I can tell you Propofol is one of those drugs that is so powerful. That's the reason they want you to be in a doctor's office. They have monitoring your heart rate, monitoring your oxygen level. Remember, the evidence, like I said, oxygen tanks, IV stands in his home. This is some of the really powerful evidence that they're now using. This drug can literally stop your heart like that if it's administered wrong or used in the wrong setting or amongst a bunch of other stuff going on with Michael Jackson. Remember, we're only told it's going to be the primary cause of death in Michael Jackson's death, not necessarily that there's something else there that's going on, which we will know, and I'm told within the next few days, hopefully before the end of the week, if not next week, officially the reports on what was in Michael Jackson's blood and what was the cause of death. But we're told primarily it'll be the Propofol.